Hi, I'm Jack. I'm a choral editor here at Alfred, and we're talking about my favorite topic, which is pop choral music. We have so many new titles to share with you, and I have 10 today that I think you're going to love. Whenever you're in a reading session, whether it is virtual or in person, and no matter what the style is, I encourage you to sing along and try out multiple lines. For example, if there's a repeat sign somewhere in a song we'll see today, then the first time try singing it as a tenor, and the second time try singing it as a soprano, and see what your experience is like. That way you can make decisions about what's right for your choir. Remember that many of the songs we're going to be looking at today are available in multiple voicings, even though you'll see and hear SATB. So don't count it out if you have a two-part or SSA choir or something like that. I don't want to go on any further. I want to keep things moving. So let's start with Keep It Movin'. This is from the 2023 movie The Color Purple, which I saw in theaters the day it came out. A great story of forgiveness and resilience, really reaching a new generation of viewers. This song was written by the actress Halle Bailey, who performed it in the movie. It's a real optimistic, toe-tapping reminder that life can never break your soul. Let's take a listen.
Days keep rolling by, just trying to keep your head up, lifted to the sky. When you get down, just dance around like you're a child.
I'll never let you get too low.
Oh, if you could be a butterfly, and I know God will take you far, life can never break your soul. Every day the sun don't shine, but oh, keep it moving, keep it moving. It's up to you the way you choose to go. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Nothing's gonna take you down, but oh, just let it go. Life can never break your soul. There's so much to explore. I hear a big, big, big world knocking at your door. Getting a little taste just leaves you wanting more.
And we can be quiet like before.
Oh, if you could be a butterfly, and I know God will take you far, life can never break your soul. Every day the sun don't shine, but oh, keep it moving, keep it moving. It's up to you the way you choose to go. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Nothing's gonna take you down, but oh, just let it go. Life can never break your soul. Trying, praying, pushing, aiming, smiling, taking it all in. Trying, praying, pushing, aiming, smiling, taking it. Every day the sun don't shine, but oh, keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. It's up to you the way you choose to go. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Nothing's gonna take you down, but oh, wherever we go, life can never break your soul. Life can never break your, life can never break your, life can never break your soul.
That was just one of my favorite scenes in the movie, maybe besides the Whoopi Goldberg cameo. But Alan Billingsley has given us a really, really awesome, accessible arrangement of that for many different voicings. And I'm also impressed with Halle Bailey. Like, she wrote that song for the movie. So very talented. On the subject of talented people, Michelle Weir is the real deal when it comes to vocal jazz writing. And she's given us a wonderful a cappella arrangement of The Best Things in Life Are Free. It's one of those standards that maybe you don't realize you know it until you start to hear it. But it's been performed by Sam Cooke and Bing Crosby. It was in White Lotus as well recently. And Michelle's setting is just full of heart. It has a variety of choral textures, a lot of rubato for you to make choices about as a director, and also some newly composed material in the middle that leads us into a really beautiful solo. Let's take a listen to The Best Things in Life Are Free.
The flowers in spring, the robins that sing, the sunbeams that shine,
They're yours,
they're yours, they're mine, and love can come to everyone. The best things in life, the best things in life, the best things in life are
free.
bum bum ba-da-dum,
Bum bum ba-dum,
bum bum ba-da-dum,
bum bum ba-dum,
bum bum ba-da-dum.
bum bum ba-da.
The moon belongs to everyone. The best things in life are free. The stars belong to everyone. They gleam there for you and me. The flowers in spring, the robins that sing, the sunbeams that shine, they're yours, they're mine, and love can come to everyone. The best things in life, the best things in life, the best things in life are
Wow, isn't that arrangement just absolutely genius? Like I said, Michelle really is the real deal as an arranger. She's also a very committed teacher. I think that makes us better artists, being a teacher, certainly. I encourage you to look her up online. She had on her website, she has a wonderful app for iPhone called Scatability, where there's like exercises that you can scat along with real people like Darman Meter and Rosanna Eckert. It's super cool. So check out Scatability if you get a chance. Um, Another Michelle piece coming up, she has an arrangement of From the Start, which is made popular by singer-songwriter Loive, who's an Icelandic performer, really known for fusing jazz sensibilities with modern pop sounds as well. So we're going to listen to her breakthrough bossa nova hit that has tight harmonies, a nice unison scat feature, some optional solos. One thing you will notice is that The piano part written in the octavo is a reduction. And if you use the sound packs, it's different to accommodate the bass and drums as well. Let's take a listen to From the Start.
Don't you notice how
I get quiet when there's no one
else around?
me and you and awkward silence.
Don't you dare look at me that way.
I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same.
Oh, the burning pain.
Listening to you harp on about some
New soulmate.
she's so perfect, blah blah blah. Oh,
How I wish you'll wake up someday.
run to me, confess your love.
At least just let me say that when I talk to you, oh Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it too? Confess I loved you from the start. What's a girl to do?
Lying on my bed staring into
To the blue.
unrequited, terrifying.
Love is driving me a bit insane.
Have to get this off my chest.
I'm telling you today that when I talk to you, oh Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it too? Confess I loved you from the start. Confess I loved you, just thinking of you. I know I've loved you.
From the start.
You know, Loewe, the artist we just listened to, has really created a space for jazz to be heard in places and by people that haven't experienced it before. If you look her up online, you will see videos of like Gen Z kids screaming along to like, I get misty, I'm so in love, at her concerts. It's really a sight to see, but I think about the way she has these very relatable topics, and applies sort of hip lyrics like blah, blah, blah to this bossa nova style. I also noticed the way that Michelle has emphasized some of that. For example, when they sang new soulmate, they kind of, you can sort of whine it a little bit. New soulmate, you hear the emotion in the performance. So really cool things happening in our pop landscape. We're going to go on to the next song, which is Love Like This. It was written by singer-songwriter Ben Rector. It's very sentimental, and it reflects on all of the small, small ways that love has changed his life for the better. It's soulful, it's sweet, and it's piano-driven. It opens with an optional solo and builds to this big syncopated chorus with a real range of emotion along the way. A real heartfelt choice. I think that's equally appropriate for the concert stage or the pop stage. Here's Love Like This.
Never was an early riser, used to be an up all-nighter. Never saw the morning light quite like I do now.
Never said no to a party, never started saving money. Everything is different since you've been around. It's the way you're smiling at me. It's the way you hold my hand. It's the way I've watched you change me from a boy into a man. It's a million things about you, and I don't know what it is, but I have never known a love like this. Never used to get excited to sit here in the silence, holding on to something the way I'm holding you. Didn't used to know how fast time walks and runs then flies by. Never thought I'd feel so deeply, but man, I really do. It's the way you're smiling at me. It's the way you hold my hand. It's the way I've watched you change me from a boy into a man. It's a million things about you, and I don't know what it is, but I have never known a love like this. It's funny how everything I dreamed about starts to feel so empty without you. It's the way you're smiling at me. It's the way you hold my hand. It's the way I've watched you change me from a boy into a man. It's a million things about you, and I don't know what it is, but I have never known a love like this, like this. I have never known a love like this. Love like this.
I just love that song so much. As I'm listening, I'm thinking about what's going to be the hardest part of rehearsing this. Well, it's the rhythms. But practice speaking the text first without the music, and notice the way that the text has really influenced Ben Rector's rhythmic and even melodic choices as a composer. I think there's so much room for musical interpretation in all of this, and somewhere for you to take it as the director. I think it's important that we treat our pop music as more than just the carrot that we dangle, but as the real music itself that we're singing. I have a blog article on the Alfred website called More Than Candy, which gives you some tips and perspective on how to make your pop music really, well, pop. Okay, time to get off my soapbox and get on to the next song. This one is Corn from the musical Shucks. You're going to be all ears for this one. It's a barn burner, great opener closer. Comes at the beginning of the musical, though. This is a sort of truncated, family-friendly version of the opening number about the world's most useful crop. It's absolutely hilarious, goes through all the highlights and wonderful things about corn. Starts with a wonderful theatrical duet and then breaks into this bouncy two beat with some full gospel singing. So let's listen to Corn.
Well, I bet you heard, if you ever read the word of the good book, it took God 7 days to make the earth.
And he made the moon and stars and the sun out of gold. But there's one part of the story that's very seldom told.
You see, he took a little cow and he made a little udder.
Moo! Squeezed a little milk and he made a little butter.
He laid out a little spread
broke a little bread. Then the best idea he ever had popped into his head. Corn, yes, we said corn, just as sure as the day that you were born. In the evening it's for supper, then it's grits in the morn. No, it ain't our bread that's buttered, no, it's corn.
The way history is written, jump into their first Thanksgiving. The Indians brought something they called maize.
Ah, maize!
Around 11:30, the pilgrims stuffed the turkey, slipped into a tryptophanic haze, with leftovers for days and days of corn. I'm talking corn. When it's popping up in rows, it's just like Norman Rockwell had a fresh new hand and saw the technicolor morn. It's Kentucky and it's Kansas, yeah, it's corn. We were cornbread, we were corn-fed. Out here we really feel like we were chosen. We love cornflakes, we love corn cakes. Don't know where we would be without that golden corn. Golden corn. Street corn, sweet corn, it's really hard to beat corn. Hand or feet, no wrong way to eat corn. It's a resource that's always renewable. It's got the juice. Ashes to ashes and dust into dust. We give to the corn 'cause the corn gives to us. Corn, all kinds of corn. It's our living, it's our loving, it's our corn. And when we go right on up to heaven, we won't need to mourn, just as long as the streets are paved with corn. When we get to heaven, we won't need to mourn, just as long as the streets are paved with corn. Corn, corn.
Wow. I saw that on Broadway, Shucked, when it, first came out, and we were crying laughing the entire time. If you ever get a chance to see Shucked when it goes on national tour, I mean, you have to see it. It's so funny. Next up, we have some Taylor Swift. You Belong With Me, Brian's version. This is her big signature song. 3 voicings here a cappella. Absolutely charming. No divisi. But the full choral texture is on display the whole time. A wonderful feature for a soloist, a wonderful feature for a beatboxer or vocal percussionist. And notice the way that the voices imitate all the instruments in the pop band. It's a blast. Here's You Belong With Me.
You're on the phone with your girlfriend. She's upset. She's going off about something that you said, 'cause she doesn't get your humor like I do. I'm in my room. It's a typical Tuesday night. I'm listening to the kind of music she doesn't like, and she'll never know your story like I do. 'Cause she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're
much fun. Next up, we have Andy Grammer's signature song, Keep Your Head Up. It's like positive vibes, positive mindset, perseverance song in the face of life's up and downs. It's got a really rhythmic accompaniment that has a backdrop for some really energetic vocal lines that pass the melody around to the different parts, so everyone gets a chance to sing the melody. It's also a great conversation starter for like social emotional learning topics. I've actually seen Andy Grammer in concert a couple times, and he does this before this song. He gives everyone a dollar bill, not a real dollar bill, it's like Andy bucks or something. But you have to write an uplifting message on it and give it to a person that you feel drawn to at some point. There's your bulletin board idea right there, you know, or concert promotional posters. I always had my students decorate posters and invitations with phrases from songs we're singing. Good time killer when you have a sub. But this would be perfect for that. So let's listen to Keep Your Head Up, arranged by Andy Beck.
Skeptics mess with the confidence in my eyes. I'm seeing all the angles, thoughts get tangled. I start to compromise. My life and the purpose, is it all worth it? Am I gonna turn out fine? Oh, you turn out fine. Fine. Oh, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up. Oh, and you can let your hair down.
Cool. Andy Grammer really is a poet in addition to being a songwriter. You might not think so, but he often recites poetry that he's written between his songs at his concerts. It's pretty powerful. You can tell he really means what he's singing. When You're Smiling is up next. This is arranged by Kirby Shaw, and you'll know it from being performed by singers like Duke Ellington, Ella Fitzgerald, who else? Frank Sinatra, and more. Really lighthearted lyrics that remind us that smiling is contagious. Plenty of jazz stylizations built in here to the melody, scat bridge that only Kirby Shaw could write, kind of inspired by the Michael Bublé version of this song. Really memorable as a finale, encore, or even your signature song. So let's smile and sing along to When You're Smiling.
you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world, it smiles with you. When you're laughing, baby, when you're laughing, well, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you know you bring on the rain. Stop that sighing, be happy again, keep on smiling, 'cause when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're smiling, when you're smiling, when you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. Ba-ba-doo-ba. When you're laughing, keep on smiling now. When you're laughing, you'll get through somehow. And the sun comes shining through when I'm with you. But when you're crying, you know you bring on the rain. Stop that sighing. Come on and be happy again. Keep on smiling, 'cause when you're smiling, baby, the whole world, it smiles with you. The whole world, it smiles with you.
If anyone can make me smile, it's Kirby Shaw. Here is Celebration. If you don't know Kate Krellin, you will soon. She is a real driving force right now in the world of contemporary a cappella, having taught at A Cappella Academy. And she, in addition to a cappella, writes many other styles too, but here she has constructed a very ensemble-driven arrangement of the party song we all love, Celebration, where everyone gets to sing the melody without the need for soloists. She also gives us notated vocal percussion that you could do exactly as written, or if you have a great beatboxer, they can absolutely build on it. It's really exciting. There's a vocal stack in the middle that, again, you can make choices about how you want to arrange that, how many times you want to go. This is a surefire hit, a great opener too. So here is Celebration.
It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Yahoo! Celebration. It's a celebration. Oh, come on. Yahoo! Come on and celebrate. Oh, come on. Yahoo!
There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the year. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate, gonna party with you. Come on now,
Celebration.
let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Celebration.
We gon' celebrate and have a good time.
Oh, Dada, it's time to come together.
plain fun. So my pianist, we were talking about how this is a reggae tune, and the pianist was like, this feels a lot like Under the Sea, like from The Little Mermaid. And actually, it was sung by Sebastian the Crab in The Little Mermaid 2, Ariel's Return to the Sea. So it's no coincidence. Actually, this morning we saw the two-part version of this at John Jacobson's opening session. And he had choreographed it. And I didn't know that was going to happen. So, and when you're a choral writer like me, it's sort of a rite of passage to have a piece of yours choreographed by John Jacobson. So I guess I get to cross that off my bucket list now. But I think anytime you have a general sort of make the world a better place song like this, it's kind of important to like do your homework and discuss it with the singers, right? What are you actually singing about? Like, what does making the world a better place, giving a little love look like in specific real life places that we find ourselves every day? So when I arranged this, I sort of challenged myself to think about this. And I realized that intentionally giving a little love or making the world a little better doesn't need to be difficult or make you go out of your way, right? If you're like in line for coffee and notice that someone behind you is in a rush and you're not, just let them go in front without making a big deal about it. Be like, oh, I'm still thinking, right? Or I was at the dentist the other day and I was watching a lady make an appointment with the receptionist on like a Wednesday or something. And they were like, well, we have a 7:30 a.m. and, you know, at 11 a.m. And she was like, well, I'm free all day, so I'll take the 11 a.m. and let someone who has to go to work in the morning take the other one, right? Those small things you do really add up. So when you're a kid in school, leaving the world a little better than you found it doesn't have to be hard. It's the little things you do every day. And if we want our students to be more empathetic and accepting people, then it's our job to model that, right? Like us, our age here in this webinar. So make it your homework today to make the world just a little better than you found it. Do something nice for someone that you don't have to do. I really, truly believe that that completes the musical experience of learning a song. Thanks for having me today. We're going to listen to Give a Little Love right now.
There's got to be a solution.
All right, that's Give a Little Love. Hey, thanks so much for joining me today for this session. I hope you found some new repertoire that you love and will use with your choir in the future.